We are taking you live at Billy Bob's, Texas in Fort Worth. This is the largest watch party as the FIFA World Cup drawing gets underway. I'm Lauren Prismal, joined by Megan Boyd. And Megan, you were looking down at the rundown, and it looks like we've got a couple more things before they actually start drawing.
Yes, I actually just looked at the clock. They are ahead of schedule, dare I say.
Okay.
So at 11:35, the host nations were taking the stage, and they were presenting a peace prize, which I think, if you could see in the background there in Billy Bob's, that's happening now.
Okay.
So just a few minutes ahead of schedule. 11:45 is when the draw proceedings are supposed to start. So
Okay.
about 10 minutes away.
So stand by to stand by, as they always say,
Right.
right? Yeah. So a lot of celebration going on. A lot of this will play out. Joining us this morning, we want to bring in one of the president of one of the largest youth soccer clubs in our area, the Dallas Texans, club president Paul Stewart. Thank you for coming in to watch this soccer world unplay in front of you, and to know that North Texas has a hand in it. I mean, how does that feel?
It creates a lot of very interesting opportunities for the kids to see world-class soccer teams from around the world. So from that standpoint, it's a great opportunity for the kids in our area.
Do you think it increases the interest when this kind of thing is going on, not just happening on TV, but right down the street for these kids? Do you expect to see an increase in the number of kids that even want to play?
I can't imagine that it won't. I have the impression that basically every 5- and 6-year-old kid starts out playing soccer at the YMCA with their friends, but that may not be the case. But maybe at the club level, we'll see an increased interest, yes.
Yeah, I want to take us back, because in 1993 is when the Dallas Texans Soccer Club started. And at that time, there were 3 teams. 3. Now, what, more than 140 teams? Is that something like 140 is what I read on your website?
I can't keep track, but that could be right.
So when we talk about it growing over I mean, that's not too much of a period. It is continuing. You've got more than 2,000 players playing for your club. It starts from age 5 up to 19. And these aren't kids, in my mind, who are just kicking a soccer ball. These are, dare I say, elite level kids?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I would say of the top teams of the Texans, virtually every kid goes to college on scholarship, on soccer
Virtually
scholarship.
every kid that's a Dallas Texan goes and plays in college.
Exactly, and that's one of the things that I'm proudest of, and why I've stayed involved. It's a real benefit to these kids, in addition to just the making sure that they have a great sports experience with the positive coaching.
So soccer's that big here?
Oh, soccer is huge, and I want to say, have to give a shout out to Lamar Hunt Sr. and his great family. He started the first professional soccer league in the United States, and one of the first teams was here in Dallas. That brought a bunch of foreign players to Dallas. They formed the first group of coaches for the club team, some of them still coaching today.
Right.
And that's one of the reasons that North Texas is one of the top youth soccer regions in the country.
I think a lot of people don't understand or don't know that history.
Wow, that's really interesting. We have soccer, it's growing. Do you think we'll ever be like Brazil, for example? Do you think we're ever going to have that level of passion, or do we already have that level of passion and I just don't know it?
Well, it's hard to say because we have so many other sports.
Right, okay.
So in a country like Brazil, they also have other sports, but soccer is by far the biggest. And that's true for a lot of parts of the world. Now, we're a bigger population, so we have the chance to have enough talent to compete at the world level. And I think we'll continue to get better and better and be one of the top teams in the world. We're still getting there.
Because U.S. has never won a World Cup.
Correct.
Right?
Right.
So, but you think we're getting closer?
Well, we came from having no soccer not too long ago, in the 60s and 70s, to now being competitive. We're typically in the top 20 teams in the world, but that's an ongoing process. As we develop, have young players coming up with better coaching, we'll get there.
For people who are watching and maybe just haven't had soccer in their life, they wouldn't consider themselves a soccer fan. With the World Cup coming and here in Dallas, what would you say to them to get them excited about this event?
I guess one part of the World Cup is it's a huge spectacle. You'll have people from all over the world coming, they're fans, they'll be singing and with their uniforms and so forth. So it's fun from an entertainment standpoint in addition to the competitive aspect. I hope the American team does well. That always makes it more interesting for Americans. But just to enjoy the spectacle, hopefully people go out to the games, even to be around the stadium if you don't have a ticket to the game is interesting to see the fans from different parts of the world.
You're so big into like development of soccer. I'm curious now that they've gone from 24 to 48 teams, and now we're like seeing the debut of like Cape Verde, for example, or Jordan playing in this World Cup. Is that a good sign? Or are they welcoming to me? I kind of look at it like football. Sorry, but I look at it like, okay, now we've got all these bowls, and every team can get into a bowl. Are we going to turn the World Cup into that, where every team can get into the World Cup? Are you worried about that at all, or no?
I don't know what to think about that, actually. I think the more involvement you have and the more opportunity you give to smaller countries to participate is probably a good thing.
Good for the love of soccer.
For the love of soccer,
of soccer.
And part of you'll see sort of an undercurrent in the World Cup is bringing people together. They now have this peace award for the president that was started. There is that sort of cultural background to the World Cup that of bringing people together, and so the more countries you include is probably a good thing.
Did you play soccer growing up?
No.
Your son did, right?
My son and daughter.
Which I think is so interesting that your son and daughter both were in it.
Yes.
And that's how you got involved as a parent.
Correct. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. When I was growing up, soccer was just getting started in Dallas. So I played the typical American sports: football, basketball, and baseball. But then for a variety of reasons, my son, he was good at a bunch of sports, but soccer stood out. And his team won a national championship. My daughter wanted to do everything her brother did, so she went into soccer as well. And her team won a national championship with the Texans. So it was a great experience for them. They had great coaching with the Texans and great teammates. So it was fun to watch that and be part of it.
I feel like I'm still hung up on the idea that virtually every kid that's coming out of the Texans is going on scholarship in soccer. What do you think is kind of the key or your philosophy within the program that creates such success?
Well, it really started with Hassan Nazari, who formed the club. I've been told he was like the Michael Jordan of soccer in Iran. Played for the Shah's team in Tehran, played in the World Cup, in the Olympics. But he's a great coach as well, and you can't just being a good player doesn't necessarily make you a good coach. And I've talked with him a lot about that and what it takes to do that, because we try to pass that on to the younger coaches. But he's also a good businessman, and so he created a club, and it really was the first club. Before that, clubs were primarily a group of coaches with the same uniform, but coaching their own styles, doing things their own way. And he wanted to create a club sort of in the European style, where all the kids wear the same clothes when you travel together. The different teams play the same style, so that players can go from one team to another.
The club feel, if you will,
Exactly.
the elite level, if
Right,
you will. I see.
right. And
I
so
see.
Hassan created that, and his coaching style helped create a lot of great players.
All right.
Amazing.
Dallas Texans, Paul Stewart, thank you so much for being with us. Appreciate it.
Happy to be
Go
here.
soccer. I think a lot of people are getting excited about this, especially with the draw taking place. So
If I've got one more second, I want
Yeah,
to
no.
give a shout out also to Nike. Been our sponsor for many years, and they were an early sponsor for youth soccer in the United States and helped develop a lot of the top clubs and have been really instrumental for us, the Texans, but for many others around the country.
Good business for them.
Yeah.
Huh. That's kind of a win-win, though. And maybe we're going to see that other companies, too, stepping up with us being put into the world spotlight now, you think?
There's be a lot of opportunities for that, yes.
Yeah.